Good morning, students. In the continuation of the video on microorganisms, friend and foe, today we are going to discuss about friendly microorganisms or simply the uses of microorganisms in our life. Students, microorganisms are used for various purposes like preparation of curd, bread, and cake. They are also used for cleaning up of the environment and widely used in the field of medicine. In agriculture, they are used to increase soil fertility. So let us discuss about these uses one by one. First is the making of curd. Students, many times you have observed your mom preparing the curd. For this, she takes warm milk and add 2 to 3 spoons from the previous curd. After 5 to 6 hours, this milk is converted into the curd. But do you know, for the production of curd, there is a bacterium known as Lactobacillus bulgaricus is responsible. This curd feeds upon the sugar present in the milk and convert it into lactic acid or the curd. There are some more bacteria which are involved in the making of cheese, pickles, and many other food items. The next use we have making of bread. For this we need yeast, which is a fungus, and atta or maida. Students, yeast has a very high rate of reproduction. And in the 7th class you have studied that yeast undergo anaerobic respiration. And in this anaerobic respiration it produces energy plus carbon dioxide plus alcohol. This carbon dioxide gas fill the dough and increase its volume and makes the dough soft and fluffy, which is perfect for the making of breads, pastries and cakes. Next we have an activity. In this you have to take half kg of atta or maida, add some sugar and yeast to it and knead the dough with the help of warm water. Observe this after 2 hours. I am not going to discuss the observation. Do this activity and write your observations yourself. Next use we have the commercial use of microorganisms. Commercial means for the business purpose. Students, microorganisms are widely used for the production of alcohol, wine and vinegar. For this we also need yeast. This involves the juices of barley, wheat, rice or fruits and we add yeast to it. And yeast during anaerobic respiration uses the sugar present in the juices and convert it into alcohol. And the process of conversion of sugar into alcohol, this is known as the fermentation. So, alcohol, wines, acetic acid, which is also known as vinegar, are produced by the process of fermentation using yeast. Here is another activity. In this, you have to take a glass, fill this with water, and take 2 spoons of sugar and yeast powder. Mix them all together. Cover the glass and put the glass in warm place for 4 to 5 hours. After that, you have to smell the solution. Could you get a smell? Again, there is the observation which I am not going to discuss. Write your observations yourself. Next, we have the medicinal use of microorganisms. Students, whenever you fall ill, the doctor may give you some antibiotic. Let us see the meaning of antibiotic. Anti means against, while bio means life. So, antibiotics are the tablets, capsules, or injections against the life of harmful microorganisms. Basically, antibiotics are used to kill the harmful microorganisms. And these microorganisms are killed by using the antibiotics. Nowadays, antibiotics are produced using the bacteria and fungi. Examples of some antibiotics are streptomycin, tetracycline, and erythromycin. As I have already told that antibiotics are produced from the fungi and bacteria. Students, nowadays we have antibiotics for a variety of diseases as well as for the other animals and plants also. Next we have how these antibiotics are discovered. Students, there was a scientist, Alexander Fleming. In the year 1929, he was working on the culture of a disease-causing bacteria named Staphylococcus. Suddenly, on one of his culture plate, there is a little green mold named Penicillium notatum was grown. And on that plate, he observed that this Penicillium notatum inhibiting the growth of the Staphylococcus bacteria. And in fact, it also killed many of these Staphylococcus bacteria. In this way, he got the idea of antibiotic and discovered or prepared the first antibiotic known as the penicillin. Students, use of antibiotics. Always take any antibiotic after the advice of a qualified doctor. And you must finish the course prescribed by the doctor. If you take any antibiotic when not needed or in wrong doses, it may make the drug less effective. And whenever you need it in future, it may also kill the beneficial bacteria present in the body or also produce certain kind of allergies. So, always take antibiotics only after the advice of the doctor and complete the course which is prescribed by him or her. One important thing is that students, we do not have antibiotic for the viruses. That's why we are facing that much difficulty in curing the or in fighting the COVID 19 disease, which is caused by the SARS coronavirus 2 nowadays. Next, we have the discovery of smallpox vaccine. Students, there was a physician, Edward Jenner. He was dealing with the patients infected from the smallpox or cowpox. So one day there was a woman, Sarah Nams, who had a cowpox infection. One day he injected or inoculated an 8-year-old boy with that cowpox lesson. As a result, the boy developed mild fever and discomfort. 9 days after that procedure, he felt cold and had lost his appetite. But on the next day, he was much better. In July, he again inoculated that boy, but this time with the smallpox lesson. And after this inoculation, the boy was completely prevented from the infection of smallpox. So, in this way, the vaccination was discovered, and the Edward Jenner got the idea of vaccination that by adding some or amount or some infectious agent into the body of any organism, it may prevent him or her from the future infections. Now discuss what is vaccination in detail. Students, vaccination is the administration of vaccine to help the immune system develop protection against the disease. And this administration of vaccine is done by via injection or by orally, as in the case of polio. So, vaccination boosts up our immune system to protect us from that disease. Now, what is vaccine or how we prepare vaccine? Vaccine is nothing but a weakened or killed microorganism. Or in vaccine, we take the protein or toxin present on the body of the microorganism. We administer these weakened or killed microorganism into the body of healthy individual for preventing him or her from the further disease. Students, why do infants and children need vaccination? So, whenever a disease carrying microbe enters our body produces antibodies against that invader. And also our body have memory, or it remembers how to fight the microbe if it enters again. And we take advantage of this property and administer or injected the dead or weakened microbe in the form of the vaccination into the healthy body, so our body start producing antibodies and prevent us from that that microbe for which we are vaccinated, in any case, or in real case, that virus or that microbe infect us in true sense or in real sense. So, in this way, a vaccine works. We are able to cure or prevent many diseases like cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox, hepatitis with the use of the vaccination. Student, in your childhood, you must have been given injections to protect yourself against several diseases. There is an activity you have to prepare a list of all these diseases. You may also take help from your parents. Students, vaccination is very important to protect all the children against various kind of disease. Necessary vaccines are easily available and are also advertised on the TV and newspapers. Students, by the use of vaccination, we are able to completely eradicate the disease like smallpox. And from the past 5 years, we are also a polio free nation. All this is possible because of the help of the vaccination. These days, we are making vaccines and using vaccines on a large scale from microorganisms to protect humans as well as other animals from several diseases. Next use is the increasing of soil fertility. Students, there are some bacteria like rhizobium and blue-green algae. These are present in the roots of leguminous plants. Leguminous plants are those which produce pulses. These bacteria convert the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen compounds. Plants are not able to use this nitrogen directly, so these bacteria fix nitrogen or convert this atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen compounds which are easily used by the plants. All this process is known as the nitrogen fixation, or simply the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen compounds is known as the fixing of the nitrogen or nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation increase the fertility of the soil as it enrich the soil by the nitrogen. This nitrogen is used by the plants for the production of proteins and DNA. These microbes are commonly known as the biological nitrogen fixers. Here is the diagram. In the diagram, the bacterium are present in the roots and convert the nitrogen from the air into nitrogen compounds. There is one more activity. In this, you have to take 2 pots and fill each pot half with the soil and mark them A and B. In one pot, you have to put the plant waste, while in the another pot, you have to put the polythene bags, empty glass bottles, broken plastics, toys, etc. and observe these plants or these pots after 3 to 4 weeks. What do we observe? We will find that in pot A, which contains plant waste, has been decomposed by the action of the microorganisms. But the pot B, in we put the polythene, bags, empty glasses, bottles, and broken toys, there is no change in these materials. So, we can also say that microorganisms clean the environment by decomposing the biodegradable waste. So it is the another use of the microorganisms, the cleaning of the environment by decomposing the biodegradable waste. That is all for today. Thank you.